to our signatures, either from last menu or this menu, and really want to showcase this ingredient, this shopping, this preparation, this apprentice program, that without them you wouldn't be able to do what we do. So this one is London Mule. As the name suggests, London Mule will be similar to maybe Moscow Mule, but because the name London Mule we're using as a base gin, which is typical for London. If you look on the mug, so even the vessels we buying or making ourselves, if you look on the mug, it's typical for London. Back in the days, they used to drink beer out of that. So that was something connection with the story of Moscow Mule, the drinking from copper mug. Using a little bit of honey, which is typical sweetener for England. And then what is unique as a preparation here, what we need our guys to do the prep will be apple, fresh apple and rhubarb juice. So they're squeezing apple and rhubarb, which is very typical for England. And galangal beer. So as you know, Moscow Mule, you normally topping up with your ginger beer. This one, in this case, we're using galangal beer. Galangal is something typical for Thailand. Maybe a little bit more spicy, you get flavors from lemongrass and chili as well. So this is all what the prep guys need to do. They need to juice for you, they need to make a pea pollen syrup, so cook the syrup, they need to make galangal beer, so ferment the beer with the hops and yeast. So if you don't have these guys, we will not be able to make drinks such this. And at the end of the day, when you look at the bartender, it's taking 35 seconds to build it in. But without the prep, we wouldn't be able. Okay, drink is almost ready. What we might do, I just leave them here because 5 drinks. When we finish, you're more than welcome, come and try, maybe from you. Okay? Thank you, Luca. We garnish it with a flag, just as the name suggests, London Mule, we put a British flag, and little crab apple, since there is an apple and rhubarb juice. Perfect. English Garden Botanical, and it's ready to go. There is a little story when we're making these mugs, they burn the logo, and then also from other side, if you twist it, from other side, you can see there is recipe as well. So that's the logo, and that's the recipe. So if you're interested, you can buy the mug, or you can read what's inside. Next cocktail, maybe just give you an idea how important what's happening right now in the London scene. People start working very similar way as a chef. And I think it's very common in Spain as well. So quite a lot you can see bartenders focusing on seasonality, unique ingredients. These days maybe low alcohol cocktails are quite trendy. So our next cocktail is a shrub. If you made shrub before, or if you taste shrub before, will be something based on the alcohol, sweetened up, and the sour agent is quite often vinegar. So this shrub, we call it forager shrub. Foragers are people which go in the countryside, in the forest, and they pick up the ingredients which are only seasonal. They don't grow on the farms, they just grow wildly in open nature. So we're using 5 botanicals to cook our forager. Something typical for English countryside, what is right now in the season, like pine buds, oak moss, meadow, Alexander seeds. So when you taste it, might be a little bit unusual flavor, almost remind you of perfume. I'm curious what you're gonna say when you taste it. So we cook our shrub, we cook it on the base of wine, Sauvignon Blanc. We age in our vinegar, so our summer agent will be jujube and longan vinegar. So we age it with the dried fruit. With gin base again. That's the vinegar. So 5 forager ingredients cooked with the Sauvignon. Touch of vinegar, longan, jujube vinegar with pH, just to balance sour agent, dash of sugar, dash of lemon juice. We stir it, we try to shake it, we start to roll it, but those ingredients are very fragile, so we prefer to stir, just to cool it down. And we're gonna serve it in a wet vessel on Luca's right. So we were thinking this is something, the shrub is always based on the vinegar. We were thinking of the vessel. So we find these bottles which we normally use for olive oil and vinegar in the restaurant. So we're gonna use bottom to serve the shrub in, and the top as a garnish. So on the top where you normally pour vinegar, we're gonna dash a little bit of aromatic oil and top it up with the dry ice. So that's open aroma, people can smell nice parfumey aroma and drink the cocktail from the bottle. Okay? So, spit it down. That was quite common to age as well. So when we cook it, because it's based on vinegar, sugar and alcohol, the nice thing is you don't need to waste it. You can keep it as long as possible in the fridge, and all that it's get, it just improves the taste. That's what it is based on. It's not gonna get off or spoil. So we put it on the bottom where we normally put oil, and we keep it top for the garnish. So there is a little bit of warm water. We're going to add a few drops of oil. So these are aromatic oils. We're using cucumber, pepper and thyme. So something support those flavor, sharp flavor. A few drops of that. You close it and pressurize it with dry ice. That's what will open the aroma. And this is how we serve it. So the oil is not edible, but we don't mind because it's a separate vessel. So it's safe. The dry ice won't get in the drink, so it's safe again. So people drink it from the bottom or put it in the glass. And the top is just the garnish. So as you set this pipette, that's what pointing directly to the nose. If you're sitting as a guest, this will be pointing to your nose. You get the aroma, and you put it from the glass to the glass, and it won't get mixed. Okay? There is the vessel. We finish with the pickles, forager pickles, and some edible flowers. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? All seems clean. So why I'm showcasing this cocktail? This cocktail is again mainly based on the preparation, and that's why it's so easy to finish it. When somebody cooks for his shrimp, get ready the oils. All what you need to do is literally just stir the base with the alcohol and you're ready to serve as long as you have a vessel. So the drinks which might look interesting, which taste very complex, you're still able to make within a second. Perfect, thank you. So this is the glass. Maybe later when we finish, you can put some more dry ice, you can smell it, and that's when we pour it in. Okay. Third cocktail we're going to make, it's got some Spanish influence. So we're using gin mare, I think it's popular in Torquay. Thanks for that. So this cocktail we created 2 years ago, so it's not from the new menu, it's from the last year. And since it says gin mare, we were thinking of Spanish ingredients, some kind of Mediterranean influence. So we're going to make a cocktail based on these flavors, alright? First, what we do in the gin, we infuse it with oyster leaves. So we see the little leaves inside, which they call oyster. It's got nothing to do with the seafood. It's still a leaf, micro leaf, but it gives you this flavor, okay? So that's what we're using there. Touch of sherry, so something very typical for Spain. We try to use it instead of vermouth. And the idea of this cocktail was something like grained hound or salty dog using. So base should be the spirit in the vodka or gin, maybe grapefruit and salty drink. So we were thinking we're using something like gin mare and talking about Mediterranean. What we can swap instead of salt? What will remind you salty flavor, image of salt, without using a salt? So first thing what came over our mind was maybe sea. When you walk next to the sea on the beach, you get this image. You smell it in the air and you get the image of salt, right? So what we're gonna do here instead of salty drink, we're going to garnish it with the plankton and civet air. So the plankton is these microorganisms which live in the sea, and we're getting it from gin mare. So they collect it and dehydrate it, and then we're using Japanese seaweed nori to create the air. This is the mix for the air. All what we need is the aquarium pump to create the bubbles. So as soon as it touches your lips, you're not gonna get the seaweedy flavor, just the image of salt, and the air should disappear. Okay, you ready to go? We're rolling these cocktails, so rather than shaking or stirring, you want to open the flavor, but still not overpull it. Yeah. We're gonna serve it on a plate with the edible scent, just to remind you the beach factor. Perfect. So we need some aquarium pump. It's based on the plankton and seaweed, and the air starts coming. Gin base. So something as a very basic cocktail that you think, well, what is the grapefruit? What is the salty dog? Literally spirit and grapefruit juice. You still can sell it just by visual way. It's a little bit more complex. Okay? Touch of sugar and lime, just to balance the sweet and sour level. Gin mare with oyster leaves. Dry sherry. When you blind test dry sherry, it reminds us it's dry and savory flavors of sea. That's why we use it. Fresh grapefruit juice. Ready to mix. Okay. So we're gonna roll it, just not over chill it, and bring those flavors up. These are the serving, so just the way it looks. Maybe you serve it in a glass or highball, people might not get the image of sea, right? If they're not sitting on the bar, you don't explain them all the story, maybe the table is behind the corner, the waiters bring that. So we thought, how are we gonna serve it? So just by looking, you get the idea of it. So we take the plate, this looks like scallop, you can use brown sugar or edible sand, gonna remind you beach, and the vessel will be seashell. So even if you haven't seen bartender mixing it, just by look, you might get the idea straight away. That it is some kind of connection with the Mediterranean flavors, right? Cocktails are almost done. Now instead of sea salt drink, we're gonna use the seaweed and plankton air. So it's just the air with the seaweed, with the sea aromas, but we don't want you to drink it. So as soon as your lips touch this flavor, air will pop up and disappear. Okay? Bit of air on the top, and you can use the rest of the plate for savory garnish. So we're using some fresh oyster leaves, which water gin is infused on the side, maybe some olives or salted pickles if you like, maybe some more seashells. So that's the garnish. So we'll be in, as soon as we finish, please come and try. Ready for the next one? So the next one will be something more creamy, and this thing really showcase how the preparation, how the